Hello everyone, thanks for watching my pre-recorded talk on efficient Bayesian variable selection in ecological models. This is joint work with Alex Diana, Jim Griffin and Fabian Ketreroux. We've been motivated by the fact that variable selection, often referred to as model selection, is quite challenging. So people collect data, they want to fit models to the data, and they want to account for the effect of covariates on their model parameters, but we typically don't know which covariates are important and should be included in the model and which ones should be left out. And actually, doing variable selection is quite challenging, both from a classical and from a Bayesian perspective. So we have developed a number of user-friendly Shiny apps that implement efficient Bayesian variable selection algorithms. These algorithms are really fast and they don't require any tuning. So they're really easy to use. You can access the apps and information on the apps by visiting our website. This is what the website looks like. This is the current list of available apps for doing Bayesian and variable selection. I'm going to be using the first one as an example. This implements our newly developed model for single species environmental DNA data. The work has been recently published in JRSSC. This is the dedicated website for this app. You can read more details on the model, less technical than the material presented in the paper. You can download the app and run it locally if you wish to. You can find examples. And you can click on this link that will take you to the Shiny server. And this is what the app looks like on the server. All you need to do is click on Browse, find the dataset you want to analyze, and then you upload it, which is what I've done here. Then I've said, so this dataset has 5 covariates, it's a simulated dataset, and I said I only want to consider the effect of these covariates on the probability of species presence, psi, and then I just click run. I wait for just a few minutes. I get a message that my fitting is complete, and then I get access to lots of output. Part of it is the posterior inclusion probabilities. So this is an indication of how important each covariate is. In this simulated data set, only these 2 covariates were important, and these have really high PIP, but these actually are not supported as they correctly are identified as not being important in this case. You get posterior summaries for each of the coefficients, and you can see which ones have a positive effect and which ones have a negative effect. You get posterior summaries for site-specific probabilities of species presence. This had hundreds of sites. It's a bit of a messy graph, but you can find which sites are more likely to be occupied by the species and which ones are less likely. So I didn't have time in this short talk to give you more examples or to give you more detail about the specific model, but you can read more about it on the website. We are adding to this website all the time, including training material and examples and new apps for new models. As you can see, you don't need to know how to use the apps. All you need to do is just browse, upload your data set, and choose the right settings. And so if you have data sets that you want to analyze, if you're interested in finding out more about the apps, or if you have any suggestions about what we should be looking at implementing next, then please do drop me an email. And thank you very much for watching.